Hi guys, welcome to my channel and this another new in Asda summer 2024 taste test and review video. Let's get stuck in with some donuts. Here I have 5 cherry donuts. These are described as cherry donuts 5-pack. So yeah, they're just the usual supermarket donut, and these ones are filled with cherry jam. Now cherries, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. They're a bit different, so I thought, why not? I'm going to slice one in half and remember to get myself a plate. One donut sliced open, so you can see the filling of jam. The actual donut itself is, it's not heavy, but it's not exactly really light and fluffy. The sugar coating has kind of come off a little. These were delivered to me today by Asda, so they're in date. Let's see how they taste. I will say the jam, it doesn't have a distinctive cherry smell. But it definitely has a cherry flavour. The donut is very doughy. The jam is delicious. It's got a sourness to it, but it's not too strong, and it's a really smooth texture against the rather stodgy donut. I like the flavour. I just feel the donuts need to be baked better. It's early morning, which is why I look so rough. But I've got this Asda extra special apple, raisin and cinnamon loaf to try. So I'm going to cut a couple of slices, I'm going to toast it, and I'll let you know what I think. Please excuse any outside noise, it's very windy and I'm right next to the balcony door. 3 slices because they are quite small, toasted and then just buttered with Dane pack. There are pieces of apple through the loaf, so you get the apple and raisin flavour. You can clearly see the raisins, and the cinnamon is quite subtle, which is good because it could be potentially overpowering. I really like this. I would have it again, but probably not regularly, just because it's not something I eat that often. But the texture of the bread is lovely. It's slightly chewy, not stale though, and yeah, good fruit loaf. This is the sticky toffee muffin from Asda. Toffee flavoured muffin with dates and a toffee sauce filling, topped with caramel flavoured buttercream. So I hope it's nice. Got the knife here ready to dissect it. It does come in a nice box, I guess, and it does look pretty. It feels weighty, but not stale or dry. The smell is sticky toffee, I would say. Let's just open it up. So you can see there's a bit of a sticky toffee filling in there. The buttercream adds a slight graininess to the texture, but that sticky toffee flavour is superb. That sauce is really sticky, so the muffin does kind of stick to your mouth, but the toffee flavour, perfect. Really like this and definitely would have it again. But there's other flavours I want to try as well, so who knows. Next up are these caramel nougat truffles. Milk chocolate with a cream filling and a salted caramel almond nougat. So that sounds quite unusual to me. And yeah, I thought I would get them. So they come individually wrapped. The box is actually pretty full, which pleasant surprise. Looks good. The almond that you can see there adds a lot of crunch, and it does have a very, very nutty flavour. It's really creamy, but I'm not really getting salted caramel. I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. I've got about 5 minutes of footage of me coughing after a piece of almond went down the wrong way. I think they probably taste better if you put a whole one in your mouth rather than biting in half, which I did to show you guys the interior. And let's be honest, I was curious because even though it shows it on the front, it doesn't always look like that in reality. So I personally wouldn't have them again. They're just a bit too nutty, even though I like almond. But Eddie, who is a nut lover, as you may have heard, rates them and came back for a second. So yeah, I'd say a definite hit as long as you are a real nut lover. But if, like me, you're a little bit iffy, then I would maybe pass on them. And if you hate nuts, you wouldn't even be thinking of buying them. So yeah, not quite sure how to say this. Let's go with Gandur chocolate from Asda. Milk chocolate, basically. Quite a dark milk chocolate. It is described as a delicate cocoa base finished with the nutty smoothness of the roasted hazelnut paste for a creamy chocolate experience. Hazelnuts. You guys know how much I love nuts, right? Very creamy, very soft. Probably wouldn't have it again. It's more bitter than regular milk chocolate, which is my chocolate of choice. And the nutty aftertaste is very, very subtle, but it is there. And I'm not a lover of nuts, so a good chocolate bar for those who like a darker milk and like nuts. So I guess Eddie will be finishing this then. Caprese flavoured crisps. It's a new flavour. Do I like caprese? Not really. I mean, I like mozzarella, but I prefer it hot. But I thought I'd give them a go. It does have that kind of mozzarella and pesto type scent to it. That is really odd. As soon as it goes into your mouth, you're hit with an almost tangy taste. And then the creamy mozzarella flavour comes through, and then you're left with the aftertaste that you would get if you had actually eaten the caprese. So yeah, would I get them again? Probably not, but they're a unique flavour and I do like them. I think it's not really a flavour I expect to find in a crisp. Asda Boffy Cheesecake slices. Banana flavoured cheesecake made with British cream, swirled with salted caramel sauce and salt on a crunchy biscuit base. This slice held together pretty well as I was taking it out. You can see the ratio of biscuit base to topping is a bit uneven, but I mean, my bases aren't even when I make them, but I suppose I'm not a machine. I'm just taking a bit off the top. It's got banoffee all through it. This is how to do a good banoffee cheesecake flavour. The base is nice and crunchy. The cheesecake is creamy and light. The banana flavour is strong, not synthetic, but the caramel really, really cuts through and gives that sweet banoffee flavour to it. I really like these. I'm going to go nick the other one back from Eddie before he eats it. I would get these again. 6 raspberry and cream profiteroles. 6 choux pastry profiteroles filled with sweetened stabilised cream and topped with a raspberry and Belgian white chocolate fondant, finished with Belgian white chocolate decoration. They've gone a little topsy-turvy in transit, but, you know, they look to be intact. I'm eating these because they're best before today, so I've got to eat them. Don't have a choice. So here they are. They all look to be fairly even in size. They don't feel soggy, they feel light. Yeah, they look pretty good for profiteroles, I would say. It's a lovely creamy cream. That sounds ridiculous, but there's no other way to describe it. The raspberry is tangy and it cuts through any sweetness. Don't get me wrong, it's still sweet, but it's not overpoweringly so. I like them. I don't think I'd get them again because you only get 6, but they're nice. A nice alternative if you don't want a normal one. This is the Asda Lemon Muffin. Lemon flavoured muffin with sugar pearls, lemon curd filling topped with lemon flavour icing. The box is cute, I will say that. Doesn't have a lemon scent. Weighty muffin, decent size, does look appealing. I would have expected to be able to smell the lemon, however. Weapon of choice. You can see the inside there with the lemon curd filling. It looks to be soft and light. It's a little on the dry side. Definitely dry and strangely lacking in lemon flavour. I do like it, but I certainly wouldn't pick it over the sticky toffee muffin. That was just better in every way. So I can't really recommend this to you guys. Let's finish the video with chocolate, the extra creamy milk chocolate. Description says milk chocolate. Here I have one square. It looks nice. It looks like chocolate. It smells like chocolate. Tastes like chocolate, however, not great chocolate. It is a creamy milk chocolate, but it does have a cheap taste to it as well. I wouldn't recommend this one, and I wouldn't get it again. So guys, that wraps up another New in Asda video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back for the next one. Until then, please take care.